I read this morning that you are getting ready to write the $50,000 check to Christian and his wife, Mary. What have your conversations with Christian been like that led to this very generous donation?
Yeah, well, it first started, I would say, I think about 3 years ago. 3 years ago, Christian came to me. He wanted to get this Field of Dreams out there and just basically get some donations and, hopefully somebody or something can pop up and we can get this thing moving. It was real slow in the beginning. And then eventually Christian's unbelievable. He works his butt off. And, for him to finally get this thing moving and almost pretty much finished, I told him when the time comes, man, I'm all on board with you. So I told him I would put some money towards it. It's a really easy decision for my family and I. I talked to my wife, Jackie, about it a lot. I used to do kind of stuff with special needs when I was younger, special needs kids, boys and girls, and it's something near and dear to my heart. I enjoy it. These kids are the happiest kids in the world. They get a chance to play on a baseball field. This is their major league experience, and I just want every kid to have fun. And this Field of Dreams is going to be unbelievable. It has so many unique activities for kids to do, not only baseball, but, there's an exercise center, there's a whole bunch of things they can do, and it's just something that was a really easy decision for my family and I can't wait for it to be finished, and can't wait for my baseball league to be up and running with the special needs.
Now, when are you going to be presenting the check to Christian and his wife for the Field of Dreams project?
I think it's July 27th against the Pirates.
So at the ballpark in Citi Field?
Yes.
Have you met with Christian's son, Gavin? What is he like? What have those conversations been like? How excited were you to meet with him if that happened, and how excited was he to meet you?
I met with him, but real briefly, I haven't, really. It was more with Christian and his wife.
Okay.
I knew him before the accident too as well, but the thing, it's tough because he's doing a lot of stuff too, and they're moving him around too with, different activities. So, it was basically Christian, my wife, and him and his wife. So. But I'm sure once the season ends and we get closer to unveiling everything, I'll definitely be talking with him in baseball for sure.
Has Christian asked you for any advice on putting together the ball field or your input on what the field should look like?
No, not necessarily. We talked about basically how the league's going to be run. Basically, what kind of jerseys per se the kids are going to wear, and how we're going to do it, when we're going to do it, and how many times, and, just when kids want to get away. So for me, it's more breaking it down once the season ends. But my first and foremost thing, I wanted to get some money out there for these kids so they can, and the other groups that chipped in too as well, so we can get this thing kick-started because, I believe every kid should, this is going to be a major league stadium, man, and it's going to be awesome for these guys and girls.
You mentioned before you're how working with special needs children is near and dear to your heart. I know Tom's River East Little League, where you and I both played, has the Challenger League that's been going for years. Why is it so important for you to help these special needs children be able to play baseball just like every other kid?
I believe everybody needs to get that chance. Like I said before, these kids are the happiest kids in the world. I wish we had the insight like them. They cherish every moment that that they wake up in the morning. They're happy-go-lucky. They make me laugh. These kids make me laugh all the time. The joy they have of hitting a baseball. I just want to bring that joy of how I feel hitting home runs and running around the bases to them as well, because at the end of the day, you really don't know what people are going through in life. And, to get them out on the field for an hour or two and, to see the smiles on the parents' faces too as well, as we have a fun-filled baseball game. Everybody gets a hit. Everybody gets to run around the bases, play some defense. And, if I can bring a little excitement for the parents and have them get away from the household for a little bit and enjoy a little bit of baseball life, and other activities, I mean, that's a plus for me because it makes me feel good. It makes the parents feel good, and especially it makes the boys and girls feel good once, they hear the cheers from the crowd and the excitement that they're going to bring every day to this baseball field.
Todd, you're always seeming to give back, and you're a ball player, a star from this area that hasn't forgotten his roots here in Toms River. What does it mean for you, and why do you always enjoy trying to give back to Toms River and making sure that wherever you go that people know that you're from Toms River, Ocean County?
For me, I'm a big believer in family. I'm a big believer in making people feel good about themselves. I'm a big believer in where I'm from. And Toms River, gave me the opportunity to become what I always wanted to be, and that's to be a baseball player. And I feel like, guys and girls in my situation have an obligation to give back, whether it's going on hospital visits, whether it's going to churches and giving out food for food drives or clothing, and just putting your time out there, because for one, it's the right thing to do. For two, it's something that my parents, instilled in me as a younger kid, to always go up to that kid that's not having a good day and try and make them feel better, because you don't know what's going on in their life. And, it just feels good in your heart. And for my family and I which is fortunate enough to, have my dream come true. I want to make everybody else's dream come true, whether it's for a half hour or it's for a full day, because I think everybody deserves that. And where I'm from, it means that much more to me.
Todd, thanks for taking out some time today to discuss the $50,000 donation to the Toms River Field of Dreams project, that they can continue moving towards construction and putting that ball field together for special needs children here in Toms River, Ocean County, and the area.
Thanks.